first question is from Kellen King of the Insider Institute. Kellen, go ahead with your question.
Hey Jvonn, first of all, congrats on the big win.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
And so when we talked on Wednesday, you talked about how you've had an underdog mentality your whole life, no D1 offers, and now today to get this huge win and have a double, 20 points, 11 rebounds. How good does it feel to just prove everybody who's doubted you your whole life wrong?
I mean, man, it feel great, but the job not done yet. I credit my teammates and my coaching staff, man. I credit North Texas, the whole organization for giving a kid like me a scholarship just to come prove myself. I just give them the credit. That's it.
Our next question is from Matthew Brune. Matthew, go ahead with your question.
Jvonn, going to overtime, man. Just talk to me about how y'all were able to come together. I mean, y'all went through the same exact thing in Western Kentucky. What was the message? How'd y'all pull it out?
Man, just we've been in hard fought games since I've been here, man. And when I first got here, we couldn't even close them out. Just to see our team grow. Just to come down and just give everything we got, just to come down the stretch and just to pull it out. Like you said, we just to pull it out. And coach was just telling us a more tougher team win, and we knew we had to be the more tougher team. We knew we tried to keep them off the glass and everything. So, that's what we did tonight.
Our next question is from John Fields of North Texas Daily. John, go ahead with your question, please.
Hey, Jvonn. Obviously, pretty big night for you tonight. What just fueled you coming into this one, and how were you able to overcome, some shot blocking from them and some tough times throughout? How were you able to overcome that?
Man, I've been waiting on this opportunity my whole life, man, just to show the whole world like who Jvonn Hamlin is. When the lights get big like this, I love that. And the shot blocking, they got pretty big dudes down there. We ain't really got that in our conference, but we played that in our regular season schedule. So, just playing through their chin. What Coach Mack always preach, play through their chin, and like I said, be the more tougher team, and that's what we were doing tonight.
Our next question is from Adam Rittenberg. Adam, go ahead with your question.
Yeah, Jvonn, congratulations. Your dad was on TV all night with that sweatshirt. I was just wondering what it means for you to do this in front of him, and where did he get that sweatshirt? What do you think of that?
Man, just to do it in front of him, man. He been supporting me my whole life, in the stands. He knew all the frustration I went through. He knew the times that I wanted to quit. He told me to keep going. He told me I was special. When nobody else told me that I was special, he told me I was special. And a friend made that sweatshirt for him. He always been like that, always supportive.
Our next question is from Matthew Brune. Matthew, go ahead with your question.
Drez and Reese obviously lit it up in the first half. What was it like for them to get going? How much of a boost did that give y'all early on?
Man, great. Like I always tell them, man, y'all got to be aggressive. I'm trying to get y'all guys shots. Y'all the ones that get me going. And that's what they've been doing, just knocking down big shots after big shots after big shots. I see the press conference. Man, I see a lot of people try to criticize Drez when he first got there. But it's a process, and he's showing everybody on the big stage. So is Reese. I feel like they more bigger than what I am, what I mean to this team, and like all my teammates, I feel like they more bigger than what I am to this team. They the ones that get me going, and I just credit those guys for knocking down shots for me and, get me in my rhythm.
Our next question is from Sam Blum. Sam, go ahead with your question.
Yeah, Jvonn, it looks like with about 5 seconds left, you were talking to maybe the Purdue fans, and you went over to talk to the North Texas fans. What were you kind of yelling into the crowd there, if you can recall?
Don't ever doubt me. Don't ever doubt me. That's what I told the Purdue fans. That's what I'm telling the whole world. Don't ever doubt Jvonn Hamlin.
Our next question is from Carter Hill with Fifth Quarter.
Hey, Jvonn, congratulations first off. That's a big win. What does it feel like to be the team to win the school's first ever NCAA tournament game, and what do you think you showed the nation tonight about North Texas basketball?
I mean, it's a great feeling, just to be the first team in history. Can't nobody take that away from us. All the players that playing on this team, like I said, is going to go down in history. And just showing the world that we greedy. You know, got a lot of under recruit guys, no 5 stars. You know, no 5 stars. Just to let that be known, we ain't got no 5 stars. Everybody said we want high major, this and that. So, you know, we just showed the world that we can come play with anybody, and we're gonna come out and compete and defend.
Our next question is from Brett Vito from the Denton Record Chronicle.
Jvonn, could you just talk about the feeling of pulling this out? Just what it's like for you guys to know that you've done it.
I mean, everybody doubting us. Like, I understand we ain't be the big team since I've been here, but we knew, like, you seen it. Like, we've been in close games with every big team we done play. You know, it's just perfect time. You know, so I don't understand why people so surprised. You know, like I said, I feel like we can play with anybody in the country because the way that we defend and the way that we greedy. You know, we the underdogs.
Our next question is from John Fields, North Texas Daily.
So obviously you guys came out strong in the first half. You're up 8 at halftime. Purdue comes with that run in the second half, ends up tying it and sending it to OT. What was it that allowed you guys to get that advantage in overtime and, you know, really pull away after a hard-fought game throughout?
Man, just dig in deep. You know, just giving everything we got, just trying to show the whole world that we belong. You know, and obviously this is what we did tonight. You know, that's it, man. Just dig down deep, you know.
Our next question is from John Title from hoopshd.com.
Jvonn, you talked about the toughness it took to pull out the win in overtime. I believe that you're like the third oldest team in the tournament and Purdue is the third youngest. So can you tell me how the experience helps? Is it more about mentally knowing what it takes to win when you're tired, or physically how to execute the play, or something else?
I mean, look, man, ain't nobody over here has been in this tournament, you know, but Reese. And Reese didn't even play in the tournament. So it ain't about the older guys and it ain't about the younger guys. It's about just getting out there and just having that dog mentality, just come out there and on top. That's what it's about.
Our next question is from John Fields, North Texas Daily.
Hey, Jvonn, you know, what is it that really allowed some of the other guys to get going tonight as well? Drez with 16, Reese with 13, Thomas with 16. I mean, Thomas had your first 7 points tonight. What was it that allowed those guys to really get going in this one?
Man, the big stage. We all the underdogs, like I'm constantly saying. We all the underdogs, and we've been waiting on this opportunity because, you know, people say we can't play here or we can't do this and we can't do that. So it's like 2 chips on our shoulders just to show the whole world like what we can do.
Our next question is from Danny Thompson, the 3-point conversion.
Jvonn, Danny Thompson with the 3-point conversion. Outstanding game tonight. It seemed like when you grabbed that defensive rebound to start overtime, it seemed like your entire team's energy level just picked up. Did you feel like your rebound just changed the whole complexity of the game? Because Purdue didn't score until like 40 seconds left in overtime.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know, man, we can't just depend on Zach and TB to get the rebound. You know, I'm 6'3", 6'4". I got to go down there and rebound as well. You know, and my team know that I'm going to do whatever it takes to win and just to lead my guys, man. That's it.
Jvonn, also second follow-up question. Every kid's watched the NCAA tournament growing up. Was this exactly how you envisioned it as growing up as a kid, playing this type of moment, and not only just winning, but beating Purdue in their own state, pretty much at a home court advantage?
For sure, man. You know, just everything that I imagine. You know, I've been wanting to play in this tournament, like you said, since a young kid. You know, just to be here and just to see the bright lights and, you know, all the media and, you know, all the hype that's around it. It really is that, you know. But yeah, for sure.
Our next question is from Lucas Weiss of The Undefeated.
Hey, Jvonn, congrats on the win tonight. You mentioned how, you know, you wanted to show the world that you guys belong, but I'm just curious how the coaching staff gave you that belief throughout the season that you could come here on this stage and win games.
I mean, they wouldn't recruit us if they didn't think we can come here and, you know, win the games, you know, and playing big games. You know, like I said, my coaches know from JUCO, and most of our team JUCO guys, and most of, you know, we got freshmen and sophomores. We only got 5 seniors. So like I said, we all got the underdog mentality, man. You know, just try to show the world that we belong.
And our final question is from Sam Blum.
Yeah, just if you could take me back to you guys were tied with Middle Tennessee pretty much a week ago. The first round, that they're not as good a team. I mean, can you just remember that moment and what's kind of happened since then? Does it feel like a blur?
I don't know. Can you elaborate on that question?
It's like, can you kind of think back to that moment and just kind of where this team was?
I mean, like I said, we can play with anybody in the country. I just feel like we can play with anybody in the country, and we came out and proved it tonight. That's all I got to say, man.
Thank you, Jvonn, for your time, and best of luck in the next round. We will be joined momentarily by Coach. Please use this time to raise or lower your hand as necessary. Thank you. We will now begin with an opening statement from Coach Grant McCaslin and then go to questions. Please use the raise hand function to indicate you would like to ask a question. When you're called on, please state your name and affiliation first. Coach, please give us a brief opening statement and then we will go to questions.
First things first, Coach Painter, who's a friend of mine, we have a tremendous amount of respect for the way they compete. Purdue's a super physical team, and we felt like we'd have to do a great job on the defensive glass to give us a chance. I thought our composure was tremendous even when they made a run. And then they started pounding us on the glass and got us on our heels. But we did fight back, and that's what I love about this group. Tremendous amount of heart in that locker room, starting with Jvonn Hamlet and Zach Simmons, and it just carries over to the rest of the guys. But really proud of the effort and the way we found a way to separate even when we gave up the lead.
Our first question is from Danny Thompson, the three-point conversion.
Coach Danny Thompson with a three-point conversion. Outstanding win tonight. Jaden Ivey had 20-plus points tonight, but he didn't score a single point through the majority of overtime. Did you tell your players during the overtime huddle, let's make sure he doesn't score anything in overtime?
I mean, not really just that specific, but you try to honestly limit what he does well, and he's so good at getting downhill going right. And James Reese sent a text message to our staff saying that he wanted the opportunity to guard him, and he was the one on him at the end of the game and just did a really good job of making his penetration tough. And truth be told, when you look back at it, it'll be Thomas Bell at the rim who walled him up and made him miss a couple shots at the basket. I mean, we couldn't stop him from three either, but, it always takes a team in order to win. That's the way we're always going to be defensively, and we did it as a team the second half in order to slow him down in the overtime. Sorry.
And a quick follow-up to that. You had 2 days of isolation, so you had probably 2 days away to think. Did this extra 2 days away from everybody give you a chance to prepare better? Because it seemed like the preparation was much better in overtime. So did you have a chance to see much more game film or any of those things while you had the extra 2 days?
Yeah, I mean, in our league, this Conference USA is tough. I want to just, this means a lot for our league because we have to play on Fridays and Saturdays. You will play at Friday at 7 o'clock and then turn around and play Saturday morning at 1. And so our league's been doing that all year long, and then you get that week of prep. So it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then you play Friday and then obviously Saturday. So we were used to the longer preps, and our guys believe in our game plans, and it's obviously a benefit to be able to have that long a time to get your team ready. But our guys and our league, this is a tribute to our league and how tough it is, and we're excited to represent Conference USA and obviously the University of North Texas.
Our next question is from Matthew Brune.
Coach, congratulations.
Ready.
Obviously, on the defense side, on defense, y'all got it done. But when we talked earlier in the week, you said that Purdue's defense was going to was going to be really tough to break down. What did y'all do on offense to give yourself some good looks and shoot 47% from the field?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, if you're going to try to involve their big guys in ball screens, then it makes it difficult to make the right read because they got because they have tremendous size. And so what we tried to do was maybe limit those ball screens and get other guys involved that we felt like could create advantages. And that's what offense is, right? I mean, you want to create advantages and give your guys leads in order to get great shots. And we were blessed to make them. I thought Mardrez McBride really got us going from three today. Obviously, then the ball got moved, and we made some timely late clock plays at the end of the shot clock, just making the one more, no panic, jump stops, simple plays, and that's what we've been preaching to our guys. But we tried to limit those ball screens with the 5 because we felt like their defense was geared toward that.
Thanks, Coach.
You bet.
Next question is from Sam Blum.
Hey, Grant, Jvonn was saying with about 5 seconds left, he was kind of looking up at the Purdue fans, and he said he was yelling at them, "Don't ever doubt me." I'm curious just your perspective on his whole story and really what he's just kind of done for you the last week, really.
It is remarkable. I'll tell you what's funny about Jvonn is he didn't choose us the first time. That's the thing, and he picked a great school, obviously, out of junior college, and we really wanted him. He actually committed at one point. So I think we've got a unique relationship in that he trusts us and he believes in what we're doing, and we believe in him, and that's what's fun about this, right? I mean, you want to be in the foxhole. You want to be in the locker room with guys that you believe in, and because of that belief on our staff and our staff's belief in him and his belief in his teammates, you can see. I mean, a lot of people maybe be upset with as much as he dribbles up there up top trying to create opportunities, but we didn't turn the ball over very much, and our guys know that he can do it. But he puts the work in. There's no confusion with this. The guy works at a crazy rate every night, 8 to 10. He's in the gym, and we practice in the morning. So it's anchored in effort. It's anchored in hard work. But his belief and how he actually lives it out on the court is it's just tremendous, man.
Our next question is from John Fields, North Texas Daily.
Hey, Coach. I mean, congrats on the win. I'm glad I was able to get out here and see it. But, what can you say about Thomas Bell and what he meant to you guys tonight? He had the first 7 points of the game for y'all and ends up with 16 points, 5 boards. What did he really mean to y'all tonight, especially with some of the struggles he might have had in the conference tournament?
Well, the first 3 games he didn't struggle. He just had a bad shooting night that last one. But, I think where Thomas is just so versatile for us, and we got asked a question about what happened at the end of the game and how we were able to keep Ivy from scoring. And really, Thomas Bell walling up at the rim has always been a tremendous part about what we do. And the other thing is, I mean, he had 3 assists and no turnovers. I mean, he's a decision maker for us. He makes the right play. And when you got a guy like that can make an open 3 and can, play with composure in space and make the simple play, I mean, his utility is remarkable. And he's so competitive. And his rebounds, I thought, were unbelievable tonight when we needed them. And that's where we really got our backs against the wall, was not being able to rebound. And when your point guard has 12 and Thomas Bell has 5, that's a good sign that for us that we've got a chance to win.
Next question is from Kellen King, the Insider Institute.
Hey, Coach. My first question is just, sounded like you guys were having some fun in the locker room after the game. Can you just describe that environment? And then second of all, just how do you get your team refocused for whichever opponent you'll face on Sunday?
Well, locker room celebrations, I kind of wish they weren't on video because you love them for the group that's in there. And I'm a terrible dancer, and it's pretty much embarrassing. It's out of body for the most part. But I just love these guys, and our team is put a lot into it. And it's funny, it's like they almost don't really want to celebrate, but they want to celebrate because they know we have more to play for. That's how I'll describe it. I mean, everybody's excited, but there's a resolve to what we're doing. I mean, we had to win 4 games in 4 days in a conference tournament, so there's not any confusion like we've come here and that's what we came here to do, was win one game. Not to say we can win anymore, but I do know the belief in that locker room is that we came here to play for it all. And whether you do or not is to be determined when you play in the games, but there's a resolve in that locker room and an approach that we anticipated playing well and giving ourselves a chance to win.
Our next question is from Christopher Heidel from Herb FM Sports Radio.
Coach, congratulations on the big win over a top Power 5 school tonight. What does this mean for you, for the university? I know you talked about the Conference USA. You guys play like back-to-back games on the weekend. What does it mean for you personally, knowing that you brought a team into the NCAA tournament and knocked off one of the big blue bloods?
I mean, this is about that locker room. This is about the heart that's put into it. We've got a phenomenal university at the University of North Texas. We're the mean green, and may not be all mean, but great people. Dr. Smotrich, our president, really his heart for our students is tremendous. Rim Baker, our athletic director, really he and Jared Mosley, those two guys in our athletic administration, just pour their hearts into it. And put us in position and give us the resources to be great. So when you have the resources in our league to be, to give yourself a chance to win, then you get behind your staff. And, Ross Hodge and Matt Breyer do our defense with Coach Jareem Dowling, who's the Mike guy, who is an unbelievable coach himself. And man, our defense is what I thought won it for us tonight. So it always takes the staff, and Nelson Haggerty and I have been close, and he's our operations, but he's one of my best friends. So it's just fun to be in that locker room with great people, and you don't try to worry about all the big things, honestly. You just focus on those people you're around every day, and you put your heart into it, and you go out there and you try to put everybody in the best position possible to win. And we've got a group and a staff that does it and a university that does that. So we're blessed. God's put us in an awesome position, and we're thankful and grateful for it.
Our next question is from Brett Vito, Denton Record Chronicle.
Hey, Coach, congratulations.
We did it, Brett.
Yeah, I know. Well, anyway, just for a quick question, you talked a little about what it means for the university, but what does it mean for your program to win an NCAA tournament game like this?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, if I told you that we didn't plan to do this, I'd be lying. I mean, those guys in that locker room came here for this reason, to play in the NCAA tournament and to win. Now, you never know what happens when you get out there and scrap, because you play a team like Purdue, and you're going to have to play the best game you could possibly play in order to win. But those guys believe we're going to win. They really do. And that's the part that you love about sports. No one out there is any better or any, different than you when it comes down to the work you put in and what you control. And we feel like that when we're together, we have a great chance to win. And so I'll just tell you that it's affirmation of all the hard work that this staff and this program behind the players. And, like Zach Simmons was doing rebounding drills the summer of his freshman year incoming. And that dude's out there rebounding when it matters. It paid off 4 years later. So that part, just a blessing. And I just tell you, it means a lot to those guys in that locker room.
That is it for this post-game news conference. A transcript of the coach's interview will be provided by ASAP Sports and posted along with a recording of this press conference in the NCAA Digital Media Hub at www.ncaa.veritone.com. Thank you for joining us.